Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Sammy and this is Harley's Dollhouse. Months ago, Moonlight Jewel made Bean. Bean is a DIY vinyl figure that you can get and create your own design. She started a Kickstarter for Bean at the beginning of the year and you could choose the option from green or white. Personally, I went with the mint green because green is my favorite color. And currently right now she's selling them on her site, so I will leave a link down below if you guys need a bean for yourself. Also, I noticed that Alex and Barb from Enchanterium also had a bean, and I reached out to them asking if they wanted to do a bean collab. I was super excited when they said yes, so let's go ahead and get started. Our theme for the collab is going to be magical cats. Alex and Barb will be doing theirs based off the sun, and mine will be based off the moon. Here are a couple little concepts for my bean. I really like the one I did with the hair. I thought that was interesting. It kind of looks like a little cloud. But in the end, I kind of did a combination of both with a few minor changes. And so now let's officially get started on Bean. And here's my little bean. Unfortunately, I couldn't do an unboxing because my post office decided to yeet my package around. And my package was damaged, but luckily Bean was okay. Bean comes with 2 face plates and 2 sets of inset eyes, and 3 magnetic charms that attach to the chest magnetically, but I will not be using it for this custom. For Bean's eyes, I thought a lavender color would look really well against the mint green, so let's go ahead and paint the inside with a lavender color. And let's add some purple glitter for some shine. And for some extra shine, let's add these pretty iridescent rhinestones in the middle of the eyes. After that, I'm just going to fill them with a little bit of UV resin and cure them with my mini UV light. After I sprayed Bean with a couple coats of Mr. Super Clear UV Flat Cut, now it's time to work on the face. Using a pink watercolor pencil, I went ahead and filled in the nose and the tongue and lined the mouth area. Using a light blue watercolor pencil, I'm using that to sketch out her eyelashes and the eye wrinkles. And using this dark teal watercolor pencil, I'm just going over the light blue to define the lines a little bit more. And using my pink pastel, I'm just going to blush the inside of her ears and her cheeks. And because I am a Scorpio, I also wanted to kind of interpret that into my cat, so I thought it would be a neat idea to add a Scorpio symbol on her forehead. I figured maybe it's something she could like source her power from or something like that. Using some purple and blue pastels, I'm just going to blush that around her eyes and on the Scorpio symbol just to kind of make it look like a night sky as well, like her belly. And using my white charcoal pencil, I'm just going in and fixing up some of the details that needed to be highlighted. And also back in with the teal pencil just to make the lashes a little bit sharper. And just adding a light blue color for her eyebrows and using a darker blue at the tips to create a ombre. And to give her face some extra shine, I am using my metallic acrylic paint just to touch up the highlighted areas. And now time for my favorite part of the design was to create a night sky on Bean's belly. So I started with a blue pastel on the top, blended it down with a purple, and at the very bottom blended the purple with a pink. So I thought it would be pretty to add a Luna moth in the night sky on Bean. I really like Luna moths and I think they're really pretty, and I feel like they're kind of associated with magic because, I don't know, they seem very magical. And using my white charcoal pencil, I'm going to go ahead and start sketching out my outline for the moon and the moth. And using this light green pencil, I am going to start filling in my moth, and it shows up really well, which I was very surprised about how vibrant it is. And using the dark teal pencil that I used earlier on the eyes, I'm just using that to create some little veins on the wings and some shading. That way it looks a little more three-dimensional. And using my brown pencil, I am adding some details here on the moth, like the body and the antennas and the outlines on the top. And I'm just going through and adding another layer of the pastels just to make the night sky a little more vibrant. And I'm going to use some metallic paints just to add a few details to make the moth and the moon really stand out. And because I feel like she is not shiny enough, let's add some glitter to her face and on her body. And for the hair, I brushed out some yarn and I did a mixture of lavender, mint green, baby blue, and white, which created a nice little silver color. And so I'm just gonna add on some wefts to the top of her head between her ears. And off camera, I gave Bean some cute little curls, but I will leave a link down below to the video I just posted up, my Demon Girl video, which shows how I made curls with using a metal chopstick and a straighten iron. And now on to the cloak. I used the pattern from Delightful. I will leave a link down below. I'm just going to sew up these two side pieces to the back and also sew the two hood pieces together. And because usually I have an issue with velvet staining dolls, I am using some extra fabric to sew on the back of the cloak to create a liner. Also, I changed the color I wanted to use, so I'm going to use a purple liner instead. For the cloak and the hood, I am going to sew the right sides together and then flip them right side out. And now I need to attach the hood to the cloak, so I'm just going to do a gathering stitch on the top of the cloak and then sew them together. And here's what it looks like. And using some fabric tack, I am going to attach this black ribbon onto the cloak so I could tie it around Bean's neck. And of course, let's add some sparkly trim to the hood part. And now it's time to show the final results. So what do you think about the magical bean? I think she turned out really cute. I also decided to name her Phalaena Luna, which is a scientific name for a Luna moth. I feel like the name fits her well and it sounds really fancy. And also a big thank you to Alex and Barb. I had a really fun time working with you guys and collaborating. And here they are together. I think they turned out absolutely adorable, so make sure you head over to Enchantarium's channel to check out their bean custom. It is super amazing. Alright guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I have a new video up. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Have a good Saturday. Bye!